And I'm going to show you an interesting tool for project management, and it's called Trello. So once we are in Trello, just have to sign up with your email ID and password. And once you're in here, you can basically manage your projects, your team, and a lot more with it. So just get started with Trello. You need to create a board. So the concepts of boards are very important in Trello. A board is a place where you basically put in all your activities, tasks, and your team members. So we're going to click create, and we are going to create a board. So once you click create a board, you can give a title to it. It could be a project name, it could be the team's name, it could be the department's name, whatever it is, you can actually give it here. So I'm going to give it a rough title called the short film project. And it is going to be created in our workspace. And whoever is in our workspace will be able to see that. You can change the privacy also here. You can also start with a template, but we don't want to do that. We will just okay. So we can choose a background image to start with. I'm going to just start with a plain yellow background here. And let's click start with a template. And it's going to give you a lot of templates here. So you can choose a template, or you can basically create a simple project board. Okay, so we have our project in here. This is called a board. So inside this board, we can also add lists. So a list is a section or a column where you can put in a number of cards inside it. So the three key terms here is a board, a list, and cards. So we already have a board. That's this. We are in that board. We can start to create a list. So I'm going to click on add a list, and I'm going to call it pre-production. It automatically creates another list. We'll call it production, enter, and it creates another list. Let's call it post-production. So we have three lists in here, and you can now see that there is a board. Inside that there are these lists, and inside the list we can see these cards. So we can add cards. Cards are basically the place where you add tasks, right? So we need to decide what are the tasks that will go into pre-production first. So click on this to add a task. So story development is the first task that we wanted. So we added one card in there. We can keep adding tasks into it. So script, location, audition, sharing. Yeah. So these are the things that we need to get done. I'm not writing the whole thing, but this is the whole of pre-production, and we have certain production ideas. So the shoot is going to be happening in the production, and for post-production, the edit, music, sound mixing, VFX, and release. So these are the things that we want to do in post-production. So we have all these tasks added right now. The best thing about this is that you can actually go into each of these cards and explain the tasks. So here I want to basically say that we will be discussing about the story one-liner. Yeah. So this, you're adding a description to the task right here. You can add team members into the task. So you can basically add them by entering their email IDs here, and then they will be added into it. So they can also see what are the tasks that they have assigned, they have been assigned. You can add labels into it to say that so this basically means this is high priority tasks. So I'm going to add a label. It's a high priority task, so I've marked it as high priority. So when somebody opens it, they will be able to see that it's high priority. They will be able to see the description. Now what you can do is you can also add a sub checklist of tasks into it. So you can add checklist items here. Develop the concept, develop the characters, conflict, climax, narrate. These are the things that you want to do in story development. So once you have this checklist also, as and when the team is completing it, they can mark it here, and you can see the progress of the task in a progress bar, which is 20% complete of the overall thing. So as and when you're completing the task, you can just check it. So that's one thing that you can do. You can also add dates. So you can say that the task is due on 30th, and you can save it, and it's going to actually say that the due date is 30th November. There are so many other things. You can add attachments into it. You can add locations into it. You can add a cover image. You can attach any files into this project, into this particular task. Once you have this project, one other thing that you can do is you can quickly change it by drag and dropping it to other areas. So if you want the just for an example, if you want to do the budgeting um, during post production, you can just drag and drop it right here. So it's as easy as just dragging and dropping, right? So you can just drag it back. So this is how you can manage a project, and it's really, really powerful. Share, and you can share this to any email just as an observer. You can also share this board as an observer, so they can only see the progress of the project. They cannot interact with it. That's also one thing. You can also share it to your team members, where they can basically add your updates and all those things in here. So you can use it for a lot of things, other than managing projects. Okay, I'll show you one very interesting example. So if you go here, I'm using Trello to manage what TV shows I'm watching. So you can basically see that I have different lists in here, and I've added TV shows as cards. So I'm currently watching these 3 shows right now, and these are the shows that I put on hold right now, and these are the shows that it's on my waiting list. These are the shows I'm waiting on, and these are the shows I gave up. Maybe started watching it and I gave up before, for some or the other reason. So check out Trello. It's a really, really interesting app, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'll see you with another video soon. Till then, bye.